All right, so I'm gonna see what you guys want to do today. See what you guys are interested in seeing. Just to give you guys like a little news, your boy's blowing the fuck up right now. We're doing a documentary. You know what it's like being the hottest fucking graphic designer in the game right now. Ready to go?
So, what is Hot Fire for Hire? And tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, so a little bit about myself. I'm the best graphic designer in the game. I don't fuck with anybody but myself. And now I want other people to have my gift. I just decided this was a year that I was going to come out from hiding from the underground, and I was going to give people access to this flame that I produce on a regular basis. So Hot Fire for Hire is actually a series of episodes where I actually go live, through Instagram, and people jump into the live feed and they make suggestions on what they want to see. So it's basically a program set up for the people. I will do that though. Nigel, I've been thinking about doing a graphic for him. Should we replace him with Pootie Tang? You want to get rid of Pinky and throw Pootie Tang on there? We got a whole bunch of companies that are putting out horse shit and trying to act like it's fire, but it's not fire. What I'm creating is fire, and then I'm putting it into people's hands again and allowing them to give me ideas to produce more fire daily. So that's pretty much what it is.
If you are a true follower of Johnny Blaze, you can clearly see his work is without question the hottest fire in the game. I have had the honor to sit down and chat with Johnny, and as he has mentioned several times, he cannot be fucked with. There is no competition for him, and his fire is unstoppable. Now, sit back and watch Johnny Blaze's glory unfold. This is Man Behind the Fire.
Welcome to another episode of Hot Fire for Hire. Today I'm going to jump right in and just do a graphic. Today we're going to keep it pimping. The first thing that we got to do, the first thing that every good designer should have is Google. It's a program that most people right now are using to look me up, but I can understand that you have to do other things on it too. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to search what's going to be the primary image on the board. And I think I want to look for something. I think I want to look for jewels. I want to look for some rare jewels. So we'll look for some pink jewels. So when you think about pimping, you think about pink. When I think about it, I'm thinking about Pinky from Friday After the Next. So that's what I'm going to work on today. I'm going to work on something that's kind of themed towards that character. So the first thing we're going to do is just look up our background, which is the pink jewels. We'll find a good image. God, there's so much fucking weird shit going on here. Because a lot of the times with these images, the hardest thing about, stealing from other people and not paying for it is the fact that they try to put a watermark on the image. But, I mean, only bitch-ass designers can't get around watermarks. All the best can get right around that shit. So, we're just going to take this image of these diamonds, then you're going to apply it to your board, to your graphic. Command T, that's going to make the image bigger. Again, I haven't really had any formal training, so I'm just working with God's gift here. But you want to size it to fit the image, and ooh, yeah, it's looking real good. And the reason why the reason why Google's so important is because you don't want to pay for any actual artwork. It's a little expensive, and why try so hard when you can just design something, design anything you want and just put it out like that. So we'll look for a good image of Pinky. That one's fire right there. We just need a clear version of it. Perfect. Drag that onto your desktop. And then once you get done editing it, you're going to use this tool right here. I think it's the same tool that Harry Potter uses, but you want to use that And then you want to hit your image with that tool until it comes out like that. Alright, so camera on. We're going to look for... Oh, this is actually perfect. Alright, take that, drag that onto my desktop. So then we'll resize this. And I got a really good feeling about this graphic. I feel like I'm going to close a few companies down with this one. Is edit it up. I'm actually going to put flame chain on in Cameron's hands instead of what he was holding, the diplomat chain. So I've already pre-edited that for you guys, and that's basically what it's looking like so far. You know, just it is fire. Now I feel like we need something else down here, like just a set of gators to kind of set it off. So I'm gonna look up some pink gators, pull that to the tail of the graphic, because you need to make, if you're gonna do a board like this, you got to make a statement. I don't think this board is going to be affordable for most people. I feel like the price range should be at least $300. But yeah, hit them with that gator. And there you go. That's how you blaze it.
Johnny clearly suffers from delusions of grandeur, and quite possibly may be a narcissistic sociopath. Yet, it is very hard to deny, he is extremely talented, given that he is self-taught. Despite his lack of respect for copyrighted artwork, he explains to me his unique workflow.
So what is your workflow, and what is your favorite program to use?
So my favorite program to use is Google, because Google is filled with a bunch of free material. I mean, I wouldn't exactly call it free, but I ain't paying for it. I'll steal it from whoever, wherever, and I add it to my Fire. And what I do, I look at Google as just free content for me, for my Fire. I ain't gonna pay for it, because here's the thing. I'm not going to work hard on creating an image when I can just steal one off the internet. That other people, I let other people do all the hard work, and I just come in, I swoop in like a hawk, and I fucking steal it. And now it belongs to me. It belongs to this Fire. And artists can't really contest with what I'm doing with their work. Basically what I'm doing is taking it from where it's at, where it's mediocre, and adding it to Fire. It's like pouring gasoline in a fire. That's what I do. I take your image and then I throw it in Fire, and then boom, there you go. All right, so I feel like everybody's gonna be blazing it this year. A lot of people are just kind of sick and tired of seeing the same old shit. I look at a skate wall these days and I see a bunch of different skate companies all saying the same thing. They're all going in the same art direction, but they ain't saying shit. They're not blazing it. They're most certainly not blazing it, because it's all soft ass material. It's not skateboarding. I don't want to see fucking flowers on a board. I don't want to see some fucking hip ass bullshit on a board. I want to see something controversial. I want to see something that's gonna, provoke thoughts. I want to see something that's gonna push. And nothing's doing that right now for me. I don't want to see leather chairs on a fucking graphic. Nobody wants to see that shit. I don't want to be told that's what's hot. We create it. Like, we create what's hot, but we ask the people what they think's hot. That's why I go into the live feeds and I ask everybody what they want to see. And everybody comes together and they figure out a graphic, and then I create it for them. Then they have the option whether or not we can actually put that into production. So that's basically what I'm trying to do, is just push the art to a different level and make it as controversial as possible to provoke a little bit more thought.
Well, that's gonna do it for this episode of Man Behind the Fire. Thanks for watching. Give Johnny Blaze a follow at Hot Fire for Hire on Instagram. And as always,
blaze it.